Lacey, my ex, is accusing Emma, my fiance, of molesting and beating my oldest son. And now it's coming up that she says that Emma beats my youngest son.
It started when Cindy and I first got together. She was so pissed off. She was so mad. First she said that I held a pillow over her son's face, and then she said in court that I was molesting him. She doesn't want me and Cindy together. She even said in court that if Cindy would just leave me and break up with me, then she would let him have whatever he wanted to do with the kids.
She is the one who suggested that she take a lie detector because she wants to prove herself innocent. Lacey said, fine, do it, and you can see your boys. She took 3 tests. She passed them 100%. The judge said, great, you can have all your visitation. Let's end it right now. That worked out for about 2 months. Then, for no reason, she stopped me from seeing the kids again. She showed up at my house screaming to my neighbors, Emma's a child molester.
I feel Lacey coming up with these lies is coward. She is a horrible person.
My son started coming forward. He started acting a little different. He started doing a lot of different things. His behavior started changing. He started wiping things on walls. He started wetting himself. Some of it, I honestly thought he was just wanting attention.
Do you believe he's being abused?
Maybe not right at this moment. I do believe he was.
In the past, by
Yes.
Emma. You
Yes.
believe by. How about the fact that she took 4 lie detector tests? And she passed them, or 3. She took 3 with the police. And she was clearing on all 3.
My son has never changed his story in 2 years. He has details that most people wouldn't even know. If it didn't...
I think it is strange when a child says something like that. But the fact that she went in, took 3 lie detector tests, the police totally clear her, you waited a long time to even report it to the police, you know, it gives me a little pause. Could anyone else have abused him?
As far as I know, no.
Any chance CW did it?
I wouldn't hope so.
Well,
I
of course
don't,
not.
I mean, I really don't know.
Any chance that you did it?
No.
Did you take a lie detector test?
Yes.
Okay. All 3 of you took lie detector tests here on the show, and we're going to get to the bottom of this. This is a statement from the police, a police report. Family asked the oldest boy if he enjoyed his visit with his father. He said he didn't. The family member asked why he didn't enjoy his visit. He said, I don't like my Dada and Emma. The family member asked why, and he told her Emma put her in throat and then put a pillow over his head. He said, it really hurt, and Daddy doesn't believe me. Okay. It's a little unusual, right? All right, so this is Emma. This is your ex's, who he's with now. Let's bring out Emma.
Lacey, you are such a liar. I've done everything that you asked me to do. I took the polygraphs. I stood in front of my driver and said, what do you want me to do? I said, what do you want me to do? How do you want me to prove it?
First off, this is not about how you feel.
It's
not about how you feel.
I feel,
it is
Lacey.
about a little boy that you hurt.
Don't even pretend like you care. You're out here sitting here like, I don't care, I don't care.
What would you do as a mom?
I would kick your ass. That's what I do. I'd be at your house. My son says that to me. I'd be at your house going, what did you do to my kid? I definitely wouldn't wait a year and a half until I filed a parenting plan.
You weren't even allowed to be around my son for an entire year because I refused to let my children
You
go
didn't
around
even tell
anybody.
Cindy. You
I
just
told
kept
him, but he told me I was
lying.
lying.
He had no idea.
He did too.
No, he did not, Lacey.
Oh, he
There's
did.
not one phone call, not one text saying that you told CW, and you know you didn't. You
Okay.
know that you're making. You know it.
And why would I say why would any mother want to put those kind
don't
of
pretend
ideas
like
into
you're
their head?
the greatest mother in the world, and you're gonna sit here and go, why would I say that? You say that because you're jealous.
Why
you
would I
know
be
that
jealous
you know
of you?
that you know that the kids like me. You know that they like coming over. You know that we have a happy relationship
my
together.
children are to go to your house?
How scared
my
they
son
are?
tells me
really how
every
scared
single
they are?
time
They're
he
not scared to
sees
go
you.
camping. They're not scared to come hang out with me all the time. They're only scared because you put this crazy in your head, and you know you do.
Do you believe that the child said that you did this horrible sexual act upon him?
I don't know if he said it or if she put it in his head, but if he said it, I want to know who's doing it.
Okay.
Because if he said it, then someone is doing it, because things like that don't just pop up into
And you're saying that you didn't do that to him?
No, absolutely not. I've taken the polygraphs. I've done everything I could. I've tried to talk to her. I've been cleared by the police.
How many times did you take the polygraph?
3 times the first time, and then I've taken it again with Dan.
And now you've taken one.
That's
now
right,
we'll
I
get to
have.
his results. When you first heard about this, what did you think?
I was sick to my stomach. She will sit there and she will say these things. CW never knew about it. I don't care what she says. CW never knew until we filed the parenting plan, went to court, and then all of a sudden I'm a child molester. All of a sudden I'm an abuser.
Let's bring out CW.
I don't know what kind of person you think you are. You sit there and claim that you want to do everything for the boys, but you don't even call me when you find out something's happening to our son. You want to tell everyone.
You, it's not my fault you chose
me.
not to listen.
Oh, listen.
I sit
What
there
kind
and
of parent
tell you
don't
all
listen?
kinds of stuff that was going on with those kids, and all you would do is sit there and laugh at me and say, "Oh, that is so funny." Yeah,
But
you wouldn't even
you
listen.
yourself said you didn't tell him about the sexual accusation.
No, she
Honestly,
didn't. She
I
said
knew
she
right at
filed a
that
police
moment
report
he
and
would
they
tell me I
lost
was
it.
lying.
But even so what? You know, so you don't get along with the, people get divorced all the time, they break up. But your son's telling you a serious allegation against him. And he's saying that you're saying everything else, but this thing you don't tell him. Do you believe that your son was sexually abused?
I do.
You do?
I do.
Who do you think did it then?
I don't know. She had him for a year and a half. And
Why do
wouldn't
you
let me
believe
see
he
him.
was abused?
Kids don't make that up. Kids
Did
don't
he
say
tell that to you?
No. I didn't. I never seen him. Not until I went to court.
Hold on a minute, man. You never asked your son if this happened.
Oh, I did once we went to court and I finally got my visitation. She wouldn't let me see him at all.
Okay. Look at my lips here. Did you ever ask your son if somebody sexually abused him?
Yes.
And what did he say?
He said no. And later, I've asked him multiple times.
And you believe that he was sexually abused?
I do.
Why?
Because of the things he said.
What did he say?
In the police report.
What did he say?
Said someone. Kids don't come up with that.
He didn't just say they. He said Emma.
He said Emma. Yeah.
And you don't believe that there's no way she did it?
No, there's no way.
And the fact, I gotta say, I gotta have some belief in the police. They gave you lie detector tests.
Yeah, 3 lie detector tests.
They'd like to make arrests.
Yeah.
And they would
They're
love
not just going to let a child molester go loose on the street to be around the kids again.
She said she filed a report in Oregon. They don't just lose
How
that.
often do you see your boys?
Every other weekend.
Now, right?
Yeah.
And
supposed to get them Friday. Bet you it don't happen.
when they come home from these every other weekend visits, anything the boys say?
The first thing out of my kid's mouth, usually is the first, he says, "Mommy, I really wish I didn't have to go back to my dad's." And I said, "Why is that?" And he goes, "Every single time I go to my dad's, I'm afraid Emma is going to hurt me again." I said, "I know, baby. I'm sorry. I don't know what to do." My son tells me he's in fear every single time he comes back from his dad's.
Fear of what?
Fear of Emma hurting him. And then
Sexually?
Yes.
Physically?
Yes.
Verbally? Mentally?
Sexually.
Sexually. Are you sexually abusing these boys?
Hell no, I'm not.
Okay. We're going to bring out your sister, Rochelle. All right, let's bring out Rochelle.
I heard it with my own ears. He told me about you.
Whatever, Rochelle.
You sodomized him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you
That's
did.
why the police let me go.
You
That's why
sodomized him. You're sick. You're sick for being on her side.
You're sick for believing her? You
You're
guys
sick.
like to try and ruin
But you
people's
have no
lives.
proof. You have nothing. All you have is that
There's
your sick,
paperwork.
twisted sister
He told
put it in
me-
his head.
he
That's
told
all
me
you
what
have
you
got.
did.
That's great,
He told
Rochelle.
me what you
yeah,
did.
He told
You're
you.
sick.
Whatever.
Any chance that you got sexual deviant with your children?
No.
No. You didn't do this.
No.
You don't abuse your children.
No.
Okay. You came here and you took a lie detector test. And we asked you, do you know for sure who molested your oldest son? And you said no. Did you cause the bruising to your youngest son's face? You said no. Have you ever witnessed Emma physically or sexually abusing any of your children? And you answered no. And the results came back the same to each question, and they came back that CW told the truth.
honest.
I wasn't too interested in yours. Lacey, you took a lie detector test. All right, Lacey. We asked you, did you make up the story about Emma molesting your oldest son? You said no. Other than Emma, do you know for sure of anyone who molested your oldest son? And you said no. Did you coach your oldest son to say that Emma was sexually or physically abusing him? You answered no. And the results for your lie detector test also came back the same to each question. And it came back that you, Lacey, also told the truth.
I'm happy for you, Lacey. Because if you would have lied, that's the worst thing a parent can do, is to put that into someone's head.
Okay.
And I'm happy, I'm excited that you didn't do this. And you can't even look at me.
Are you excited about your results?
Absolutely, I'm ready.
Emma, you came here and you took a lie detector test?
Yes, I did.
On top of the 3 that the police gave you?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And we asked you, did you cause that bruise to CW's youngest son? And you said no. Did you ever stick your finger or fingers down CW's oldest son's throat? And you said no. Did you ever cover CW's oldest son's face with a pillow? And you answered no. Have you ever touched CW's oldest son for your own sexual gratification? And you said no. And the results for your lie detector test came back like the other 3.
I told the truth!
Damn right.
That's what I did! Believe it now! Believe it now! Believe it now! Lacey, because I'm not a psychopath and I'm not a child molester. Believe it! Believe it! You can't even apologize. You can't even look me in the face.
I have nothing to say to you right now.
Yeah, you should.
You don't have nothing to say to me?
No.
Person are
Nothing.
you?
I know. My
You
son.
stood in front of my house and told my neighbors that I'm a child molester.
What
told
would
them
you
that to
What
keep
would
their
you do as a
children.
mom if your son
I would
hit
call the
you?
cops.
Right there.
That's what I would
Wait a
do.
year and a
That's
half.
what I would do. I definitely
We
would wait a
believe
year and a half.
him.
I
Make
don't
up all
care.
these
I still believe my
accusations.
son.
Tell my family members.
I still believe my son.
I believe my nephew.
Why don't you be a mom
What
and
happened?
do something?
I do.
Do
What
really?
happened to
You want to
believing
focus
this
all your
test?
energy on her and not look
I
at
didn't
who's
say
actually
about you.
touching our kid?
Yeah. You didn't say about me. The same guy did mine.
CW brings up a real good point. If you think that somebody did something to him, you can't wait. You need to find out who, if somebody did do this, get to the bottom of it, go to some professionals, some professional investigators. But this, you're wasting your time, and you're just going to make things bad for your kids, okay?
I called you, Steve, for help because I watch your show all the time.
Somebody's going to watch this and say, you know what, she was brave enough to do that, I can do that too.